one of the Prabhuji, Srila Prabhupada's disciple, direct disciple, His Grace Krupamaya Prabhu gave nice class, Prabhuji. I mean, little bit points I picked up from there,
Yes.
from him, and I just little bit I'm going to only talk about that. Thank you, Prabhuji. Okay, I'll start Kirtan, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji, you can read yourself. You can read and Gayatri Mataji can follow. If
Yeah,
you
I'm going to do only Namo Vishnu Padaya. Is that okay, Prabhuji? Hare
yes,
Krishna.
yes, Mataji, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay, Mataji, thank you. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine
Namo Sri. Sorry, Mataji. God.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale
Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine
Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine
Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine
Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine
Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine
Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarini
Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jaya Radha Gokula Nanda, Radha Gokula Nanda, Radha Gokula Nanda, Sri Radhe.
Jaya Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Sri Radhe.
Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman.
Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman.
Jaya Radha Gokula, Jaya Radha Landaneshwara, Radha Landaneshwara, Radha Landaneshwara, Sri Radhe.
Jaya Radha Landaneshwara, Radha Landaneshwara, Radha Landaneshwara, Sri Radhe.
Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Sri Radhe.
Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Sri Radhe.
Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra.
Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra.
Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai.
Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai.
Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Shila Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Shila Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Srila Gurudev.
Nitai Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari
Hari
Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol.
Hari Nam Sankirtan ki jai. Thank you very much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Very beautiful, Mataji. Very nice. Nice.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you,
So nice.
Prabhu. Thank you, Mata.
Thanks. So Mangalacharan Prabhuji next.
Yes, Mataji.
So let me see. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्ता राधाकान्ता नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी श्रीराधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये नमो विष्णुपाद वाञ्छाकल्पातरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशचारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा थैंक यू प्रभु
Hare Krishna Mataji. Which chapter Mataji is it?
It is Madhya Lila chapter 22 Prabhuji and 100 verse 100 Anukulyasya Sankalpaha that verse the devotional service. Thank you Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Hare Krishna, Gaurangi Mataji, Asha Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you for joining. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I have not prepared anything much today, but this verse, I really liked it. I actually went for a retreat, 2025 rice retreat, during this, this Easter holidays. So it was really, really nice, excellent retreat. But with all the devotees, there were 530 devotees were there, and it was with all Srila Prabhupada's direct disciples, few of them, and His Holiness Swayam Bhagavan Keshav Maharaj and Patri Prabhu. I think Gaurangi Mataji knows very well, and Gauranga Prabhu from India. So it was so amazing. So I just I liked one verse. It was really nice. All the classes were very nice, but one verse I picked up today from Madhya Lila, Chaitanya Charitamrita, chapter 22 and verse 100. I think this verse is coming in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is instructing Sanatan Goswami, isn't it, Prabhuji? The devotional services. Yeah, he's giving direct instruction, and they are his direct disciples, six main disciples. So Sanatan Goswami is one of the main disciple and very close to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he's instructing this all the devotional services, how we have to do and all. I'll start the verse. Please forgive me for any mistakes and please bless me. I don't know, I have not prepared anything much today, but I will speak whatever I remember. Anukulyasya sankalpaha प्रतिकूल्यस्य वर्जनम् रक्षिष्यतीति विश्वासो गोपृत्वे वरणं तथा आत्मनिक्षेपकार्पण्ये षड्विधा शरणागतिः अनुकूलस्य सङ्कल्पः प्रतिकूलस्य वर्जनम् रक्ष्यष्यति विश्वासो गोप्तृत्वे वरणं तथा आत्मनिक्षेपकार्पण्ये षड्विधा शरणागतिः अनुकूल्यस्य सङ्कल्पः प्रतिकूल्यस्य वर्जनम् रक्षिष्यतीति विश्वासो गोप्तृत्वे वरणं तथा आत्मनिक्षेपकार्पण्ये षड्विधा शरणागतिः. I will read synonyms. Anukulyasya, of anything that assists devotional service to the Lord. Sankalpaha, acceptance. Pratikulyasya, of anything that hinders devotional service. Varjanam, complete rejection. Rakshisyati, he will protect. Iti, thus. Vishwasaha, strong conviction. Gopratve, in being the guardian, like the father or husband, master or maintainer. Varanam, acceptance. Tatha, as well as. Atma nikshepaha, full self-surrender. Karpanye, and humility. Shadvidha, sixfold. Sharanagatihi, process of surrender. Translation. The six divisions of surrender are the acceptance of those things favorable to devotional service, the rejection of unfavorable things, the conviction that Krishna will give protection, the acceptance of the Lord as one's guardian or master, full self-surrender, and humility. Purport by Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. One who is fully surrendered is qualified with the six following characteristics. Number one, the devotee has to accept everything that is favorable for the rendering of transcendental loving service to the Lord. Second, he must reject everything unfavorable to the Lord's service. That is also called renunciation. Third, a devotee must be firmly convinced that Krishna will give him protection. No one else can actually give one protection, and being firmly convinced on this is called faith. This kind of faith is different from the faith of an impersonalist who wants to merge into the Brahman effulgence in order to bereft by cessation of repeated birth and death. A devotee wants to remain always in the Lord's service. In this way, Krishna is merciful to his devotees and give him all protection from the dangers found on the path of devotional service. Fourth, the devotee should accept Krishna as his supreme maintainer and master. He should not think that he is being protected by a demigod. He should depend only on Krishna, considering him the only protector. Considering him the only protector. The devotee must be firmly convinced that within the three worlds he has no protector or maintainer other than Krishna. 5. Self-surrender means remembering that one's activities and desires are not independent. The devotee is completely dependent on Krishna, and he acts and thinks as Krishna desires. 6. The devotee is meek and humble. Lord Krishna states in the Bhagavad Gita 15.15, Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto matta smritirjnanamapohanam cha vedaischa sarvair aham eva vedyo vedanta kridveda videha chaham. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me comes remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas, I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta, and I am the knower of the Vedas. Situated in everyone's heart, Krishna deals differently according to the living entity's position. The living entity's position is to be understood. The living entity's position is to be under the protection of the illusory energy or under Krishna's personal protection. When a living entity is fully surrendered, he is under the direct protection of Krishna. and Krishna gives him all intelligence by which he can advance in spiritual realization. The non-devotees, however, being under the protection of the illusory energy, increasingly forgets his relationship with Krishna. Sometimes it is asked how Krishna causes one to forget. Krishna personally causes his devotees to forget material activities, and through the agency of Maya, Krishna causes the non-devotees to forget his devotional service to the Lord. This is called apohana. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. So, this verse actually teaches us uh, how to surrender actually. So, in this verse, um, the main explanation in this verse is there are main sixfold of surrender, six elements of surrender. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is talking about six elements of surrenders, how the devotee has to surrender to Lord Krishna. Anukulyasya means actually that which is favorable, means supporting for the devotional services. So we should not do anything which is not favorable for the devotional services. Sankalpa means we have to accept. So we have to make a decision for that. So whatever is favorable for devotional service, we have to um, make a decision. That means, so for example, um, we have to do our sadhana, daily sadhana. Uh, One example what I can give you is we have to wake up early morning. So we have to prepare for that the previous day itself. Before we go to bed, we have to make a sankalpa. Definitely, I'm going to wake up in the morning. I have to set an alarm, and I should be waking up by 4 o'clock or 4:30. Then I have to make plan how I'm going to do my sadhana. I have to take shower. Then I have to do my small arti in the morning because we all are working. We cannot just do big one in the morning systematically. It is difficult, especially for me. I work in hospital. I have to be there in the hospital by 7:15, so I have to leave very early. So then I have to do my chanting. So at least that is very, very important. Srila Prabhupada always, instructed chanting is very important. First, you have to finish your chanting, then the other services you can do. So it's very important. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also, we can see he instructed everyone, you have to chant, you have to chant. So we can see Haridas Thakur, one of the best example. He was always chanting. So chanting is the most important thing that we all know. That is the only is a license for us to go back to Godhead. That's like a ticket. And the other things are always there. Reading, also devotion service, everything is devotional service. But this is the sankalpa we have to make. Definitely every day we have to make a sankalpa in the mind. We have to promise Lord Krishna and Radharani that we will wake up. I will wake up, and I'm definitely going to wake up. So if not possible the next day, then we have to make again the attempt. So like that, we have to keep making the sankalpa. So pratikulyasya of anything that hinders devotional service. So what is hindering me here in the devotional service? Everything which is not favorable for the devotional services. In the nectar of instructions, we can see second verse uh, explains in detail what are the six. There are six activities which are hindering the devotional services. Atyahara prayasascha prajalpo niyamagraha janasangacha laulyam cha shad sorry shadbihi bhaktir vinashyati. One's devotional service is spoiled when he becomes too entangled in the following 6 activities. First one is eating more than necessary or collecting more funds than required. Second one is over endeavoring for mundane things that are very difficult to obtain. Third one, talking unnecessarily about mundane subject matters. Fourth, practicing the spiritual rules and regulations only for the sake of following them and not for the sake of spiritual advancement, or rejecting the rules and regulations of the scriptures and working independently or whimsically. Fifth one is associating with the worldly minded persons who are not interested in Krishna consciousness. Sixth one is being greedy for mundane achievements. So these are the it is explained elaborately. You can read when you have time. Actually, I know you all are very good in reading. I'm sure about all of you know very well about this Nectar of Instruction. This is the very basic book. All the initially when we come to Krishna consciousness, we have to read this Nectar of Instruction and Science of Self-Realization. These are the small books which Srila Prabhupada gave. That's a fundamental, that explains us how we have to do the devotional services, and also Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. And, that is one of the book which is written by Rupa Goswami. So these are the books we have to really read, and it really explains how anybody has to do the devotional services. So the third, so we came to know up to we are up to now pratikulyasya. That means which is not favorable for the devotional services. And the fourth one is, and also association, and we can add, and we should avoid bad association, which is also explained in here. Being this material world, we cannot avoid completely a non-devotee association, especially at workplace. We come across with the different personalities, and some are in favor of us, some are not in favor of us. But one thing we have to always remember, that Krishna is seated in everyone's heart. So we should try to forget whatever they do, and we should try to convince them in a nicer way. And we have to be tolerant. So that is the biggest test for us in the workplace. It is not easy, but we have to. It comes day by day due to our austerity. So the austerity comes how we do the sadhana, how we are doing and maintaining our sadhana. So doing sadhanas day by day, chanting and everything, our mind also gets purified. So that is how we can try to get into that state. It is not easy to tolerate everything. We should be very tolerant. Then varjanam, complete rejection. That is what we have to reject asat sangha. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, every time he says, so you have to give up the non-devotee association, because the main reason is when we are so much associated with mundane people, one who is very much attached to the material enjoyment, automatically sometimes our mind also get polluted. So we should try to avoid that. And we have to join sanghas, we have to join retreats. So these retreats are very helpful whenever possible. We have to join these retreats. That is the best, the food for the soul. So we can have sadhu sangha. Other day, last time we went, me and the Kishori Mataji went for this retreat, 2025 rice retreat in Nottingham. It was so amazing. So many devotees. We can see how devotees are elevated. We learn from them, and especially Srila Prabhupada's direct disciples were there. So they share their experience. And Patri Prabhu, I was very influenced. It was so inspiring the way he is from Ukraine, born in Ukraine. Then his father was, I think, from Russia, and he was in the army. And when he found the Bhagavad Gita book, we can see Srila Prabhupada's miracle. How he the Prabhupada's books inspiring people. His purports are so amazing. As Bhagavad Gita as it is, he was explaining the Bhagavad Gita as it is when he read when he was in the army. He was so inspired. He was so inspired, and when he learned that we are not the body, we are the soul, and he was so interested. He went in depth. He searched Srila Prabhupada's book. He went everywhere, and finally he gave up the job. Now he has opened one big center in Nepal, in Kathmandu, and he wrote so many books also. He is a great inspiration for all of us. And His Grace Gaurang Prabhu, so it's really nice to meet the devotees, and when they share their experience, it's very, very inspiring. And he was giving example of his mother. She was dead against of, really against of him to be in ISKCON. He told her, she told him of why you are joining ISKCON and you are Christian and you had a very good job, you should continue, all those things. And he didn't allow, she didn't allow her to go home, but he decided that day itself, you will be proud of me one day. So then he was sharing his experience. I'm not going to explain in detail. He was sharing his experience, how his mother completely accepted ISKCON, and she came to Nepal, and she was so inspired, and she accepted Krishna consciousness. So these are the things we have to really try to go and attend if possible. If not, we have to have attend sanghas, going to temple. So these are the things we have to do, and we can elevate in Krishna consciousness day by day. Iti thus. Vishwasa means we have to have strong faith. So in this particular verse, Lord Krishna says, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, we have to have a strong faith in Krishna. And when we come to Krishna consciousness, unless and until we will have faith, so then we will be deviated. We will not be accepting Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then it is difficult for us to continue in, our bhakti, devotional service. And Gopratve means in being the guardian, like the father or husband, master or maintainer. So we have to accept Krishna as the main guardian, and he is the master and he is the maintainer. So we have families, we have relations, we have relationship with everybody, but that is the physical relationship. So that is what Srila Prabhupada always said, and Lord Krishna always says that. And we should always remember our soul is completely independent. So our soul comes from, we are from Krishna. Mame Vamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. Krishna says in chapter 15 Bhagavad Gita, 7th verse. We are a part and parcel of Krishna. So that is why we have to think he is our father, he is our guardian. We have to accept him as a master or maintainer. So then only the faith will grow day by day. We have to say that Krishna, you are the only one protector for me. No, I have no one. So nobody can, release me from the bondage of birth and death. So he can only do that for us. Varanam, acceptance. So we have to accept him as the main supreme. And we have to go back, we have to try to go back. Tatha, as well as we have to go back to, try to go back to Godhead. Goloka Vrindavan. Atma Nikshepa, the full self surrender. So Sharanagati. Actually, we know. I think most of us know. Bhakti Vinod Thakur has written Sharanagati book. I think there is 50 shlokas in there, Sharanagati verses. That's what Kripamaya Prabhu was saying. I knew this. Somebody was one of the devotee was also explaining, and Kripamaya Prabhu was saying that his grace Kripamaya Prabhu, he was saying we have to try to read if possible. So, and Sat Shadvida means sixfold, and six elements of a devotional service. And Sharanagati, these are the six fold, are six elements of a process of surrender. So I'm not in that level. I don't know what is Sharanagati also, but I'm trying to, you know I really like this verse. I am trying to, explain a little bit whatever I understood. This is what we understand in this verse, uh, and in the purport, Krishna's, sorry, in this purport, um, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explains how we have to completely surrender. Uh, and with this all the six elements he explained very well how what all we have to do. So we have to avoid non-devotee association, we have to have only devotee association, and we have to do our sadhana, and we have to try to renounce every day, day by day, by rejecting unfavorable, which is unfavorable for devotional service, Lord service. So how it comes, sadhana, renunciation comes, how it comes, only by bhakti. Day by day we have to do the sadhana. That is what I understood. Otherwise, it is not possible. One day we do sadhana, next day if we don't do, it is not possible. But it is a challenge for all of us, because everybody in our group, we have different types of, our activities are completely different. We are rushing in the morning. There's, some devotees have families. They have to cook. They have to do the sadhana. They have to do manglarati, and going to work, leaving the house at 7 o'clock. For some devotees, it is not easy. But still, devotees are so great. They find some time to do the complete the sadhana. So that is the important thing. So by doing day by day services, then only we purify. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave us eight verses, as this one. What is that called as Shikshastakam? So he said how we can purify ourselves, chanting the holy name of the Lord every day, every day, every day. So we have collected in millions of life. We have done so many sins, we don't know, and so many sins are accumulated, and so many vasanas accumulated in our heart. So that can be purified only by chanting the holy name of the Lord. It is like giving, one of the senior devotee was giving an example of how, it's like washing clothes. So when our clothes are becoming very dirty, so we have to wash it properly, with the soap, with the detergent. Then only that any stain is there, it will automatically go after long, so many wash. So the similarly, another example is Cheto Darpana Marjanam. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says our heart is like a mirror. It's a When the mirror is covered with complete dust, so we have to clean it up. So then only the mirror will shine. Similarly, when our heart is clean, Lord Krishna will come and stay in our heart, and He is already there, but He is not happy when we are doing all these, unwanted things. But when we are cleansed, then automatically things start to reveal to us. When we attend classes, we start understanding a little. Before, when I joined Krishna consciousness, I didn't know anything at all. So what is Vaishnava etiquette? What is chanting? What is prasadam? Everybody says, "Oh, you have to have prasadam. You have to have this thing. You have to do that one." We don't understand anything. You need to be very humble, and we need to be very tolerant. How can be like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said in verse, third one, I think so. Tradadapi shinechena tarorapi saishnunan amanina manadena kirtaniya sadaharihi. So we have to be like, very tolerant, like a grass. So grass can be tolerant. We are tampering over it. We are doing everything, but grass is always quiet. It doesn't, oppose. So it is impossible. But day by day, when we do our sadhanas, then we will be, we can be into that stage, because the great acharyas have shown by their own examples. We can see Srila Prabhupada is the best example for the tolerance. At his age of 70, he went to America, and he didn't know anyone on the way to America. As we all know, how much he had health issues, and he didn't have anything with him. and no money. He didn't know anyone. And when he came across with hippies, he was so tolerant. He used to cook for them. He used to serve for them. He used to even wash utensils. And they were not that matured enough that time, so they would never offered any help. I think for 2 years he did that. Then finally, one of the devotee, when he asked, Prabhuji, Srila Prabhupada, can I help you? And he was so happy, and he said, yeah, I was waiting for this chance. It's all explained in Your Well-Wisher and Prabhupada Lilamrita. I think we should all read that. I'm sure everyone has read this one. So we can see with the life of Srila Prabhupada, his divine Srila Prabhupada, how much he suffered, how much he struggled. So he had everything. He is the best example for everything, Sharanagati. So we can give example of his and his direct disciples. So they all surrendered him completely when they had complete faith in him. And he never said that. One of the great characteristic of uh, great acharyas is they are very, very humble. They never say that I am the supreme, I am the God. Srila Prabhupada said in America, wherever he went, he said, I am the servant of the Lord. That's why everyone was touched by his word. Everyone was touched by him. And they all, decided, and they all gave up everything. We can see all his Srila Prabhupada's disciples, how much they struggled. They didn't question him. They, whatever Srila Prabhupada says, they were doing that. So do this, do that. They used to do. And his Grace Kripamaya Prabhu was giving an example. When he came to his Krishna consciousness, when he met Srila Prabhupada, he was just 17-year-old, I think so. And he said, he didn't know anything, who is Krishna, why we have to do things, why we have to do. They never used to question. Whatever Srila Prabhupada used to say, they used to do that. They have to go for book distribution. There was no electricity, proper electricity, no heating. It was really, really cold weather. But they all went out. They did that. And because of all their struggle, we can see such a great moment now everywhere spread. And he was explaining how they were, their life was. But he said, somebody will ask, what is Krishna consciousness? Who is Srila Prabhupada? Who is, Krishna? What is Krishna conscious moment? He said he didn't know anything, but he learned everything because that was the surrender. So he had great faith in Srila Prabhupada, and that is what we can see. Guru, Sadhu, and Sangha. They all are direct manifestation of Lord Sri Krishna. So he is the main Guru, and from him only everything manifests. So we have to have faith in Guru, we have to have faith in Sadhus. Sadhus means all the Acharyas, great Acharyas. They all followed, they believed in Krishna, they believed in Shastras, and everyone knows that they all were connected to Guru Parampara. So the Krishna is our main Lord. Krishna is our main Guru, and from him Brahma, he gave the knowledge to Brahma. Then Brahma gave the knowledge to Narada. We know it's all coming from Parampara. So they all believed. So that is why we have to have great faith. How the faith comes, we have to read the books, what Srila Prabhupada has written, all the Shastras, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, everything we have to read. Then only, and we have to attend classes, we have to discuss whenever there is time. Then only the faith will grow day by day. When I joined ISKCON, Krishna Consciousness, I didn't know who is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and I didn't have any faith at all. Someone said to me, "Oh, he's similar, like he's same as Krishna. He's Radharani's. He came in the Radharani's mood, and he himself is Krishna." It was very difficult for me to accept that time. I said, "Why they are saying?" Because I never heard about Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and they say that he was born in Mayapur, Navadvip, and I never heard all this Navadvip and all these places, and I never had any belief, and it was difficult for me to accept. But slowly, gradually, when I read Chaitanya Charitamrita and I read teachings of Lord Chaitanya, that is the book I read first. After this, Science of Self-Realization and nectar of instructions and all, really that uh, really touched me. Oh Lord, and I was regretting for my, whatever I was thinking about. So without my knowledge, I thought, oh my God, please forgive me. These are the things we come to know so many things because we were all born and brought up. We were brought up in different atmosphere, different kind of worships, like all the demigod worships. My mother used to take me to Lord Ganesh temple one day Durga temple, one day the Lord Shiva's temple. So I used to question myself, oh, why she's taking to everywhere. So Christians have only one faith, Muslims have only one faith. Why we have to have so many gods? So this is one of the best moments, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we have, and we have to really, really accept it and take it very seriously. And this is what I understood by surrender. And another thing we have to have, we should not go after this wealthy material thing so much. We need to be self-satisfied. And Srila Prabhupada always gives an example of human life is meant for plain living and high thinking. So we should be satisfied with what Krishna has given to us, and we should not be so much thinking of material enjoyment. Lord Krishna's devotees are always self-satisfied. We all must have heard one um, his story of Alexander the Great. So he conquered the whole European countries everywhere, and he went to India, and he couldn't conquer, but he became very ill, and he had lot of wealth, but I think he had malaria, I think so. That's what I'm not very quite sure about that. Then it was not curable. So his doctors, whoever, tried everything, and he knew that he is not going to survive, and he requested his close ministers. He has some last wishes. I'm sorry, everybody knows I'm just repeating the same thing. So he said when he died, from his house to the graveyard, they have to the his coffin should have been carried by six doctors, and they said yes. Then another thing he requested, all the way from his house to graveyard, all the gold coins should be thrown out, on the way. And also he requested his two hands should be hanging outside the coffin. And and they were so curious. Then they asked, why you're asking your hands out, and why you are throwing the gold coins? Then he said, because these six doctors represents, they cannot save me with my lot of wealth, because they, and also he requested the gold coins which is thrown on the floor, and the doctors have to tamper on it. So then he said, well, doctors cannot save me in spite of having this much of wealth with me. That means this wealth will not help me with anything. So I came to this, the world will witness with the two hands outside that. I am born as a baby with empty handed in this world. I'm going to go back. Uh, I'm going to die without taking anything, empty handed. So, this is a great lesson for all of us. And also, there was I think, another example. We don't know how much life we all have. We are wasting a lot of time. I think so much of time means one third of the life is gone in sleeping, and uh, very, very little time is left for us to do the service. So we have to try to do as much as we can. For example, if we have like 90 years of life, 30 years of life will go only with sleeping. So we need sleep. Srila Prabhupada always used to say also, sleep is important for the body, but we should try to discipline ourselves. As a Krishna consciousness devotees, we should discipline ourselves as much as we can. So this is one of the example. And also in Western countries, The retirement age is like 67. Now they are planning to make 68. So it is never ending in this country, like these countries. At least in India, we have the facility of retiring at the age of 58, and at least from that time, people have to start, and we have to always think ourselves. We have to exercise ourselves. How much time I have given to for my devotional service for Krishna mainly. When we accept Him as a Supreme Lord, what we do for Him, how much time I have spent for Him, we have to really make a note of every day. So, if not possible today, we have to definitely make more time for tomorrow. So, I remember one of the senior devotee explained, we have 24 hours in a day, so we can divide into 8, 8, 8. But that 8 hours is not applicable in these Western countries, because nowadays the work pattern has changed. 8 hours of work has gone up to like 10 hours, 14 hours, 15 hours. One example from in my department itself, I am telling, I have night shifts as well. I have to do from 5 p.m. till next day morning 8 o'clock. That covers 15 hours. So this is too much. With this, it's very impossible for us to maintain the spiritual life and the you know material life as well. So we have to balance ourselves. But when we have more time, we have to compensate that as much as we can. So I think this is what I understood with this verse. And if anybody has more, please add. And please forgive me for my mistakes. I'm not that great. And another example, I can, sorry, another example uh, Prabhu gave is, Krupamaya Prabhu gave is, Lord Krishna says that he lives in the heart of the pure devotees always. We can see in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 9, fourth chapter, 68 verse. Very beautiful. From 60 onwards, Lord, I think he is explaining about the devotees only. We know the fights between fight was created by Durvasa Muni between Amrish Maharaj. Amrish Maharaj was a great devotee of Lord Krishna, and he was the best example for 9 process of devotional services. He was following everything. He was the only one example I can say, and out of 9 devotional service, he was managing to do everything, and he was very close to Lord Krishna. And Sudarshana Chakra was always protecting him. And we know how the fight arise. Not fight. Amrish Maharaj never fought, because he is such a great devotee. He completely surrendered up to Lord's feet. So when Durvasa Muni got angry and he misbehaved with Amrish Maharaj, we all know that this Lord sent his Sudarshana Chakra to save him. So when the Sudarshana Chakra was chasing Durvasa Muni, he was a great mystic yogi, and he could fly within such a long distance within no time. So he went first to Lord, I think Brahma, and Lord Brahma could not save, because he was a devotee. He offended at the lotus feet of the devotee of Lord Krishna, and then he told him he cannot save him. Then he cannot do anything. Then he came to Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva also said the same thing, and they sent him to Lord Vishnu. And Lord Vishnu explains how the relationship between him and his devotees. Um the 68th verse beautifully explains, Sadhuvo Hridayam Mahyam, uh, Sadhunam Hridayam Tva Aham, Mad Anyatena Jananti, Naham Tebhyo Manag Api. So we can see the translation here. The pure devotee is always within the core of my heart, and I am always in the heart of the pure devotee. My devotee do not know anything else but me, and I do not know anything else but them. So this is the best example. Lord Vishnu says that he don't know anything about anybody except his pure devotees. So he cannot save him. So he says, you have to go back to Amrish Maharaj. then you have to ask forgiveness. So we know after that he comes back, Durvasa Muni comes back. He was so much great. He was a great yogi, but he had some weak points also. He was very, all the time he was angry, in an angry mode also sometimes. So this is how we can see that Lord Krishna, how he like accept his devotees when somebody is completely surrendered at his lotus feet. He will look after everything. He will protect him all the time. So we should have the same faith. So I don't know anything about Sharanagati. I'm just trying to learn things. Thank you very much for listening, and please add anything, and please forgive me for any mistakes. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Haribol, very nice class, Mataji. Beautiful explain about Saranagati.
No, Mataji, nothing great. Whatever I heard little bit from the rice retreat. So another thing I want to add, they said you have to rise every day. Try to rise. Every year we have to try to rise. So in the devotional activities and in the spiritual activities, and yeah, that's what it is. We have to try to rise. Yeah, thank you so much for listening, and please correct me for any mistakes. Hare Krishna, Ramlal Prabhuji. Thank you for joining. Sridhar Prabhuji, thank you for joining. Please
Hare
accept
Krishna.
my humble obeisances. Meena Mataji, Usha Mataji, Gaurangi Mataji. Thank you so much for giving me your association. Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Thank
Mataji.
you.
Very nice
Thank you,
class.
Mataji. Sorry, I couldn't
Uh,
attend from the first.
you are there as well, Hare Krishna. Thank you,
No,
Mataji.
I
Please
came very
accept.
late. Actually, I came at 8:40 only, 8:40 or something. Because I attended Srimad Bhagavatam class in Oxford.
Okay.
So I couldn't come early. Sorry.
No problem, Mataji. I didn't prepare anything today much. Hare Krishna.
And this one also did so nicely without preparation. Like last minute. Just
The retreat was so nice, Mataji. It was so amazing. Yeah.
so like so many like Maharaj and King retreat like
Yeah, Maharaj means His Holiness Swayam Bhagavan Keshav Maharaj. He's the one, and Patri Prabhu and Gaurang Das Prabhu. His Grace Patri Prabhu and His Grace Gaurang Prabhu. He's from Echo Village, Mumbai. So he's so amazing as well.
he's so good. He's so great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Because I know
yeah.
I got Hare
And
Krishna channel and I
Srila
listen
Prabhupada's
to
disciples.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Vaishashika Prabhu and Krupamaya Prabhu, his Mataji, and yeah, they all came. It was so nice. Yeah.
I didn't even know about this today.
Oh, you didn't know? Okay, Mataji.
Yeah,
Hare
go ahead.
Krishna Mataji. It was
Hare Krishna,
wonderful.
Gayatri Mataji.
Very nice, Mataji. It was very wonderful.
Oh my God.
Yeah, topic and lecture as well. Actually, I was thinking you were talking about simple living and high thinking, and also about retirement, early retirement. So
Yes, yes.
if people can follow living simple, then they can retire early because they will be saved up some money to retire, and then they can actually
Yeah.
do more spiritual activities, Mataji. It's really, yeah, nice. Yeah,
That's
thank
too
you,
much.
Mataji.
But in this country, you are tied up with the
Yeah,
mortgage and everything, no, Mataji? Some are
yes,
having
yes.
mortgage. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes,
It's
Mataji.
difficult. Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
what Srila Prabhupada always said that I heard to his few lectures that it's nice to live in the rented house. Then you won't feel
Yes,
that ownership. You don't have that commitments. I don't know.
e- exactly, Mataji. True,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, yeah. Very nice, very well. Whatever Srila Prabhupada said is makes so much sense in every
Yeah.
regard. Like, yeah, so correct. But yes, Mataji, very nicely said. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for the wonderful class today. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Srila
Yeah.
Prabhupada ki jai. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. So beautiful, nice session.
Hare Krishna. Sorry.
You go on, Mataji, please.
No, I just wanted to say, like, the example Prabhavati Mataji was giving, like, I don't know the name, who someone was carried in the coffin, and then he said, keep my...
This one, Alexander.
Oh,
the Great.
Alexander, right. That was really nice example, Mataji. I just came at that time, I think. Sorry.
Oh,
But it was really
that's
nice.
actually so true, actually, no? No, my God,
Yeah.
yeah.
He understood the life lessons, I think.
Yeah, life lesson.
Mother,
Yeah.
one thing that if we have the house we bought here, at the end we can sell it and get the money and go back and settle down somewhere in India and hold it down where you can able to buy a small house and stay.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, that is so
But
true,
then-
Prabhu. Yeah, if we can sell and go, yeah. In India, it is really nice. Yeah,
Yeah, so that money will be supportive when you want to buy a house or something, small house.
yeah, that's
Then
so
you
true,
can
Prabhu.
hold it down, not depending on anyone, can just stay and then do service nicely there.
On
That's it.
that note,
That's it.
I would like to say something. So we are making, not only we, like, I mean, different devotees as well. They make plans, but I don't know what Krishna's plan. Like the one, actually, we have to beg the mercy. We are thinking that, okay, we get this house and we sell and we go to Vrindavan and then we can settle there and do our devotional service. But actually, we have to beg the mercy of Krishna. We are actually believing in our endeavors rather than begging the mercy of Krishna. So it has to go in two parallel ways. Like we have to endeavor as well as beg every time to Krishna. So please help me in going to Vrindavan and do pure devotional service like that. That this was said by like Braja Vihari Prabhu. The Saturday I was listening to his lecture was so nice. So he was
Yeah, yeah.
like devotee, the spiritual warrior and beggar warrior, something like that.
Yeah, true,
So
Mataji.
devotees, like they have to be very careful. Not only the endeavor is going to be, by putting endeavor, it is not going to be successful. We really, really need Krishna's mercy. For that, we have to every time beg. Begging is the
Yeah.
That's what I
Thank you,
want to
Mataji.
share with
No,
you.
no, thank you, Mataji. That's so true. Thank you for adding that. Yes, they were also saying the same thing. We have to beg for the mercy of the Lord. And yeah, very true, Mataji. Yeah.
Mother, I was thinking to buy a house like last 3-4 years. I never successful at that. And then I gave up of looking for that. And then suddenly this house comes. And then this happened, everything happened like within a month of time. So then I realized that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Gauranga, they wanted to stay in a new house. They don't want to stay in an old house. That's what it happened.
Yes,
I mean, I did never thought I will buy a new house because I don't have any savings in my hand. But one devotee told me that you have a help to buy scheme. Why can't you try that? And I contacted them. It just happened within less than a month. And then I understand maybe I'm not in a mood, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu want to come in a very brand new house, not to go into some old houses.
Where they cook meats.
Yeah, you don't want to go there.
That's so true, probably. Whenever the time comes, when Lord desire is there, it will
Yeah.
happen. Yeah.
I mean, I never thought I'll buy a house here, but then it happens like automatically. Yeah. And the money was arranged, everything was arranged by him, not me. Because if you
Yes,
want to enter
Prabhu.
my say, I can't buy the house. Because he decided
Yeah.
then he arranged everything for me.
So true, Prabhu.
Srila
Thank you so
Prabhupada
much.
said to live in the rental house from no, Mataji, you were discussing that?
Yeah. He was, I think, 2-3 lectures I heard. He was like, he was saying he wasn't against of buying house. He said that you will not have that kind of attachment to the house. When the attachment that thing came, he was saying that it's nice to live in a rented house, so that you will not have that attachment. You will not have that kind of um, also responsibility.
Responsibility. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that
what
is
I
what.
used to tell. We
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
want to buy any house, we don't have to pay anything. All
No,
these
it
things I
doesn't.
used to tell.
Yeah. No, it is one of the requirement, no Mataji. House is needed because when they have family, children, they have to have actually. But he was giving an example. It is not. He didn't say no, but he He was giving an example actually. Yeah.
But you see, Mataji, like if you buy a house, whatever the money I'm paying for the rent, it just going into some kind of way that going into savings. So if
Yes,
they
yes.
decided that they don't want to live in this country, they want to stay in a holy dham, at least they can sell, some of the money can be utilized to buy a small property in the holy dham where they can have a peaceful life and do nice sadhana. No need to worry about paying rent over there. You have this own house, then you don't need to pay rent. You can just have it.
Yeah, yeah. There are so many advantages, Prabhuji, of
Yeah.
that. Yes, I agree with that. Yeah.
Now you have a energy to buy and everything. Once you're getting older, you can just do nice sadhana, reading books, and you can just have your own devotional life, not thinking about how to make money.
Yeah. True,
Sorry, but
Prabhuji.
I have to go more time. Sorry. Yeah.
No, not at all, Prabhuji. Then this is very important, Prabhuji. It's a very good discussion. But yeah, that's so true. And it is very useful when you go back to India. Yeah, that will really help. It's a great help. Yeah.
Definitely, Mataji. That's what I'm thinking, but I don't know what's Krishna's plan in this case. But yeah,
Yeah.
as you said, we can just endeavor. Krishna has his own
Plans.
We don't know that.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you both. Hare Krishna. It's a really nice point, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. We have Ram Lila Prabhuji. Ram Lila Prabhuji would like to.
Hare Krishna. It was wonderful lecture. Mataji, can you give the reference? Which one you gave the lecture? Because I joined lately.
Oh, it is Prabhuji, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madya Lila,
Okay.
chapter 22, 100, verse 100.
Yeah, 2200.
Yeah.
I got it.
Anukulyasya, that one.
Yeah, I
Anukulyasya
got it.
sankalpa. Yeah.
I got it.
Pratitulyasya varjanam. Yeah.
Yeah. So Madhulila, chapter 22. Yeah.
Verse 100.
Yes, it is very lovely. Actually, yes. Actually, this is a surrendering process. Yeah, it was in Bhagavatam also. It's mentioned also. Canto 5, I think Canto 5, chapter 20, no, chapter 18. Chapter 18, text number 22. How to surrender. Yes. 21 and 22. We can go through. This is very interesting. Actually, how to surrender. Yeah, chapter 18. Yeah, you can. 21 or 22. You can. Very important. What is the way of surrendering? Yeah, 21 or 22. Yes. Yeah, you can make it bigger, full screen at the corner. Yeah, almost. No, you can hear the full screen. You did not utilize. Anyway, yes. Go ahead. Yes. Yeah. That one is actually mentioned. How to surrender is clearly the text and how to come to surrendering. So it's oh my God. Yeah, sorry, sometimes I stop my voice. Yeah. So the way of surrendering to lotus feet, actually it should be a spontaneous way. It should be how to do as a full surrender, or so it has to be. If we can do other material desire, then we cannot. Then material, then we cannot. It is not real worshipping of lotus feet of Lord. So yeah, this is yeah, 21 and 22 also is it was similarly it was mentioned because and Lord don't give mercy who worship others deviation from lotus feet. So he did not give any benediction. So this is also one important thing. I don't know Amago Prabhu want to highlight this part. And as well as also similarly, there is no barrier for to get mercy. Even also in the next chapter, chapter 19, text number 7, also those who are chapter 19 also. Yeah, yes, chapter 19. Yes. Text number chapter 19, text number 7. It is also. Yeah. So yes. Yeah, correct. So so it was mentioned even the Lord Ram, he gave benediction to the even not human being, even low level, those who are, they are not, they consider they are not civilized, and they are not highly educated. It is very interesting, and also how, and Prabhupada also given the example of here, Chaitanya Bhagavat example, even Sridhar Maharaj, uh, Sridhar, and he was not very, he was coming from poor family, and Mahaprabhu gave him special mercy to him. So this is actually Ananya Bilashita Shunya, actually real surrendering. We can get it. Yes. Mahaprabhu, you can highlight this part, this three reference I gave. You can, this is very interesting. So there is, I can say my recap is, so how to surrender, how to Ananya Bhakti is a process. You mentioned 6 way of surrendering. So this is the one thing is that we should, our mind, our everything should have to meditate on lotus feet without any material desire. And second thing, there is no barrier for that. Even Lord, especially he came as a Lord Ramchandra, he gave mercy to anyone. Even there is no restriction, or not in even human life, even animal form of life, they can get mercy from him. Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Very nice. Thank you for having. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, even Amakurva, you can highlight the purport, whatever Prabhupada mentioned. Yeah, you can go last paragraph, maybe will be consider time, otherwise you can. If you think you have time, then you can go through full.
Yeah. Anyabhilashita sunyam jnana karmadi anavritam anukulyena krishnanuselanam bhaktiruttama. One should render transcendental loving service to the Supreme Lord Krishna favorably and without desire for material profit or gain through fruitive activities or philosophical speculation. That is called pure devotional service.
So you can go little bit up. Yeah, this paragraph, up, little bit up. Yes. Yeah, go up. Yes, go up. Whatever. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. This is the reference. Whatever he has given. This from Chaitanya Bhagavat. Yes.
Kola vecha sevakera deka bhagyasima ब्रह्म शिव कांडेयार देखिया महिमा धने जने पांडित्ये कृष्ण नाही पाई केवल भक्ति रवास वश चैतन्य गोसानी. Behold the great fortune of the devotee Kola Vecha. Lord Brahman Shiva shed tears upon seeing his greatness.
Sorry, I interrupt because Kulabesa is considered actually those who are selling the banana what is the stem, using something very low level people. Actually, they are doing such kind of, they don't have any money, anything, how to do that. Then they are doing that. So they have no invest. They cannot do any investment, anything else. So they are doing collecting the banana leaf or banana stem. They prepare something and they are selling to in the village market. Yeah. Please go ahead. Please, you can read also this paragraph. Yeah, please.
Yeah, one cannot attain Lord Krishna by any amount of wealth, followers, or learning. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is controlled only by pure devotion. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had a very sincere devotee whose name was Kola Vecha Sridhara, and whose only business was to sell pots made of skin of banana trees. Whatever income he had, he used 50% for the worship of Mother Ganges, and with the other 50% he provided for his necessities. On the whole, he was so very poor that he lived in a cottage that had a broken roof with many holes in it. He could not afford brass utensils, and therefore he drank water from an iron pot. Nevertheless, he was a great devotee of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is a typical example of how a poor man with no material possessions can become most exalted devotee of the Lord. The conclusion is that one cannot attain shelter at the lotus feet of Lord Sri Krishna or Sri Chaitanya Goswami through material opulence. That shelter is attainable only by pure devotional service. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Actually, whatever we are discussing, actually, Mataji also highlighted, because to surrender, it is long process maybe or short process, depending on how much we can give our heart to Lord. Because our mind is so much many desires, many way of our demand to Lord. This is not pure bhakti. If it is pure bhakti, we can go very quick. With the mercy of Guru and Krishna, then we can go quickly. Otherwise, many lifetime. So here, as a Prabhupada mentioned from the beginning, the purport is very nicely how Kunti Devi prayer, everything. So we cannot attain Krishna by any other way. It is not necessary about education, high birth, or what is the Kunti Devi prayer? Janma Sharja Sri is not beauty, nothing else. Only our devotion. Without devotion, we cannot do it. And even here also, these people, Jambudi, these people they consider we are low level of, we are not civilized human. So even also we get association of Lord Ram. The Lord is very kind. He can give mercy to anyone, any condition, any form of life. So we don't know. With our devotion, if we desire, either in the human life or any other form of life, He will give us mercy. So, but our attention should how to follow His lotus feet. So that is, then we can progress our spiritual life.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Ram Lala Prabhuji. Very beautiful explanations about the pure devotion service. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Really nice. Hare Krishna. Very nice.
Any other comments, dear devotees? Or any questions to Prabhavati Saci Mataji? Okay, so thank you so much, all the dear devotees. So, Prabhavati Saci Mataji, if you are happy, then we shall move to the next part, Narsima prayers. You can choose the devotees to lead and respond.
Anyone would like to lead? Anyone would like to do? Hare Krishna.
Hare
Okay, I'll
Krishna,
do.
Mataji. Okay, Mataji.
You will do it, Mataji? Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Mataji, I'll follow you, Mataji. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sri Narasimha, Jaya Narasimha, Jaya Jaya Narasimha. Praladesha, Jaya Padma, Mukha Padma, Bringa. Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Prahladadayine.
Prahladadayine.
हिरण्यकाशीपूर्वक्षः
हिरण्यकशिपूर्वक्षः
शिलाटङ्कानकालाये
शिलाटङ्कनखालाये
इतो नरसिंहो परतो नरसिंहो
इतो नरसिंहो परतो नरसिंहो
यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंहम्
यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंह
बहे नरसिंहो हृदये नरसिंहो
बहिर्नरसिंहो हृदये नरसिंहो
नरसिंहमतिं शरणं प्रपते
नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपदे
तव तव करकमलवरेणकाम् अद्भुतशृङ्गा दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गम् केशवद्रीता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
तव करकमलवरेणखा अद्भुतशृङ्गं दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गम् केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव
जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव
जय भक्त प्रहलाद महाराज जय भक्त प्रहलाद महाराज जय भक्त प्रहलाद महाराज जय भक्त प्रहलाद महाराज
जय भक्त प्रहलाद महाराज जय भक्त प्रहलाद महाराज जय भक्त प्रहलाद महाराज जय भक्त प्रहलाद महाराज
जय नर हरि जय नर हरि जय नर हरि जय नर हरि
जय नर हरि जय नर हरि जय नर हरि जय नर हरि
जय प्रभुपदा 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 शिल प्रभुपदा
जय प्रभुपादा 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 श्रील प्रभुपादा
नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल
नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल
श्री श्री नरसिंह भगवान की जय
जय
भक्त प्रहलाद महाराज की जय
जय
जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय
जय
श्रील गुरुदेव की जय
जय
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you, all devotees, for joining Hare Krishna and giving me your association. Thank you so much, Hare Krishna.
Mataji, for very nice kirtan and the session. Everything is very beautiful. Can I request all the dear devotees kindly unmute and do Tila Hari Bols to Prabhuji Mataji, please.
Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol.
Hari
Bol.
Bol.
Hari Bol.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Yeah, very nice class, Mataji.
Oh, thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Not nice, but just trying your best.
yeah,
Thank you so much.
Ram everything.
Yeah,
Mentioned
he's there to explain.
surrender
Thank you
with
so much. Yeah, very nice. Thank you.
yeah, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for Ramlal Prabhuji. Thank you so much. We always want you in the group. Thank you so much.
River.
Haribol
Very
Prabhuji.
nice to hear the Amlala Prabhuji. Very beautiful.
Yeah, very nice.
Thank you. I am very grateful for your association.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
River.
Okay, so we shall conclude our session. Panchakalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya
Sindhudevasya
Paritanam Pavanebhyo
Dhanam.
Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo Anantakoti Vaishnavrundi ki jai, Srila
Ki jai.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna conscious night everyone, and see you tomorrow morning for Japa session at 5:30 a.m. Hare Krishna.